Welcome back to the Podgressives podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have quite a lot to talk about. Everyone thought that Donald Trump died, and even once he was proved to be alive, I'm putting that in quotes because I'm a blue and non-conspiracy theorist, it still seems like he's been going through some stuff. And people still think that some people think he's a body double. Some people think he's AI.
Yeah.
Some people think that he's being weakened at Bernie. We don't know. But it's been pretty fucking funny. And it does definitely seem like he's going through something.
Oh, no, for sure.
We're going to get into that.
Also, if Trump was AI, that would make sense because AI is just so shitty.
Yeah,
in general,
it would make sense if our world was written by an AI because of how stupid and absurd it is.
Yeah.
It's like it's true that like reality is so much stranger than anything fiction could produce.
Yeah.
And if we read a story of what is happening right now in America, we would be like, this is so stupid. This is so unbelievable.
If this was a script to a TV show, it would be a great
it would be
comedy.
turned down because everyone would be like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is not anywhere believable.
Yeah.
No, right. It would be a good comedy. Yeah.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be a good it's just but regardless, Trump is he went missing for a few days, and he's been having bruises. His ankles have been swelling up like crazy, and his voice sounds rough. He looks rough.
Yeah.
Things are not looking good for our boy DJT, and everyone, of course, on the internet is absolutely, it's tragic.
Yeah,
everyone is so sad. Actually, no, some MAGA influencers are sad. Like I saw Aiden Ross.
The video, and then one of his friends was like, "Yeah, I think Trump's dead or some shit."
Yeah, like
he's wait, hold on, wait, what?
And the way he came out, he was like, "Dude, I think Trump's dead or some
yeah.
shit." People are saying that.
Yeah.
He's like, "Nah, what?"
And then he was looking at his phone, and then his friend made a joke, and then Aiden Ross was like, "Shut up."
Yeah, he's like, "No, that's my friend, man. Shut up."
Yeah, that's a big, beautiful president, man.
What the face? Wait, Trump has not been seen in days with no public appearances scheduled this weekend.
You saw what happened with his hand?
No, what happened with his hand?
He was doing an interview and they saw his hand and it was purple. And they said the queen died when her hands were like that.
Wait, what? Yo, everyone's saying Trump is passing away. People are weird for even clowning that though, bro.
You're over there sleeping on
Guys, I just got confirmed President Trump is okay. By a very close...
What happened with Trump?
Nothing. Literally nothing's wrong.
I don't care. He's the president. We make jokes about Joe Biden. Like Trump made jokes about Joe Biden.
Yeah.
He's like, where is he? He's dead, and they're doing a working dead. Like he did the same stuff that we're doing to him now. And if you're president, you deserve to be criticized. If you're not mentally or physically up to the challenge of being president,
and you're not doing a good job, and
if you're doing a shitty job, you deserve even more criticism. A bunch of stuff has been happening, and we're gonna be getting into it. The Jeffrey Epstein prison security footage that had a missing minute. The missing minute, despite the claim that the administration was saying before that it did not exist and was an error of the security camera, they just released that minute, and it shows something a little bit interesting. So we'll talk about that. Some more Epstein stuff. Richie Torres did a fucking disastrous interview. With Adam Friedland.
That was bad.
Fucking crazy to watch, where he straight up defended genocide, and
he's like, but Hamas.
He's like, but Hamas.
Yeah.
But October 7th, we can't. That's a terrible excuse. No one should be able to use that anymore. And if you still use that, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, we're also going to be getting into Graham Plattner. We're going to show him. We're going to talk about him.
Oh yeah. That guy's
senator in Maine,
great.
and he's giving us a little bit of hope. So we're going to talk about that as well. But let's start with Trump dying, dead.
Question mark?
Is he dead? Is he dying? Is he a body double? What the hell's going on?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So first, how did this start? Well, Trump, he's been looking, maybe not peak for a while.
Yeah.
He's not the best looking guy. He's not in the best condition.
No.
He's
He's 79 years old, but not in the best condition.
I mean, his doctor says apparently that he's the fittest president ever.
The White House doctor's like, I'm just gonna say he looks good so I don't get doxxed.
You're
and
so
killed.
hot, Mr. President. He said, wow, you're so hot.
Yeah.
Let me actually show you this picture. This will demonstrate something. This is our president. I'm not trying to body shame anybody. I don't care. You do you. But he's not the most despite the fact that the manosphere, for some reason, that's like, work out, no excuses. You got to be buff. You got to be misogynist. You got to be transphobic. You got to be racist as fuck. And they're like, you got to work out. You got to be built like a fucking monster. This is their guy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter, okay? And that's not the point. My point is that he's gotten even worse.
Yeah, no.
Gotten way worse.
When you think it just can't get any worse, it gets worse.
It gets worse. This is a picture of Trump's hand. As we saw recently in the White House, he had a bunch of bruises all over it, and it wasn't looking good.
No.
And this is a time when he just didn't cover it up at all.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times he was trying to very explicitly cover it up with makeup.
It just doesn't look good. Even with the makeup on it, you can visibly tell. Yeah, like in that picture.
What the fuck is this?
You can visibly tell.
You're a billionaire, and you're the president of the United States. Like, we talked about this last week, but it's like, you can get a better spray tan. You can get a better makeup job done on your hand to hide your bruises from whatever medical condition you're going through or whatever the hell's going on. I'm no medical professional, and I'm no cosmetic professional, but I know that your hand's not supposed to bruise up like that, I don't think. And I also know that you can definitely hide it better than that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because that's just like...
But that's not it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it started, right? But from there, his cankles were showing.
Oh, yeah.
His old cankles. This is crazy, actually. This is actually insane. So this is a picture of his cankles, or his ankles, that I'm pretty sure cankle is like when you can't tell the difference between your ankles and your calf.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
God, those things are crazy.
It says, combination of calf and ankle, a non-medical term that describes the appearance of the calf and ankle being one unit instead of a clearly defined.
Wow.
So that's what he has here. Yeah. But that's not it, because, they are literally busting out of the seams of his shoes. And I'm not trying to body shame here, but I'm just saying, it doesn't look like normal. It doesn't look normal for him.
It doesn't look normal.
It looks abnormal for him, and it seems like they're definitely swelling up.
Yeah.
This isn't even the worst picture of it.
No, there's more pictures that are really bad.
This one is pretty fucking bad.
My God, dude, it's like almost breaking the shoe.
Spilling over.
Yeah. It's spilling over the shoe. The shoe's like, please, get me out of my misery.
Literally, this is not like a normal fit for Donald Trump's shoe.
No.
This is not what his ankles usually look like.
He had to put some butter around the inside of the shoe to get his foot in there, probably.
Like, he's not the most physically fit person, but this is not usually what his legs look like.
No.
So that's not ideal, right?
Yeah.
And then we had people like Alex Jones, we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Going like, if I was Trump, or like, Trump probably gonna collapse in the next 12 months. He's probably gonna collapse. He's probably gonna have a health episode. Because he thought that like it's a stressful job and he doesn't seem to be doing great. We had a lot of MAGA influencers coming out and being like, "Oh no, Trump doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
Mr. President, speedy recovery."
Yeah.
And then something that fueled speculation even further was when JD Vance came out and said,
"Oh yeah,
I'm ready to fulfill the role of the president if I needed to." I have this clip here as well.
President is in incredibly good health. He's got incredible energy. And while most of the people who work around the President of the United States are younger than he is, I think that we find that he actually is the last person who goes to sleep. He's the last person making phone calls at night, and he's the first person who wakes up and the first person making phone calls in the morning. So yes, things can always happen. Yes, terrible tragedies happen, but I feel very confident the President of the United States is in good shape, is going to serve out the remainder of his term and do great things for the American people. And if, God forbid, there's a terrible tragedy, I can't think of better on-the-job training than what I've gotten over the last 200.
Okay. It's crazy that he says that last part because all he's been doing is going on vacations.
Yeah, he's on the last 7 months, he's gone on, I think, 6 vacations.
Like, the hardest that he's worked is like that when he raised the Ohio River.
Yeah.
To like do a birthday.
He used taxpayer dollars to raise the river so that he could do a float for his birthday.
Yeah, that's the hardest he's worked in the last.
And he went to the State of the Union address.
Yeah.
And he went like this every time Trump said anything.
Yeah. He had the.
And he went like this whenever the Democrats would boo or something.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, no, he's done jack shit. Except for sit there, be a kiss ass.
Yeah.
Just be annoying.
Kiss it a lot.
Yeah, like he just lubed up Satan's asshole for Trump. That's a South Park reference, by the way. No, JD Vance has been doing jack shit, but that's not the point. The point is, he says, kind of strangely, I don't know what the question was, but it's definitely like, it fueled a little bit of conspiracy because it's like, I guess he was probably asked about his condition. He said, he's fine, he's fine, he's
Yeah.
fine. But if something were to happen,
I can take over immediately.
I'm ready. And we know what he did to the Pope, so
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
it might be in the works.
Exactly. But then after that, we heard nothing of Trump, which is really abnormal. Trump's usually out there all the time doing press conferences,
After
speeches.
Yeah.
He's on Truth Social. None of that. He was just absent.
up until yesterday, his last public appearance was last Wednesday or Tuesday, so a week.
Yeah, there was on
Really?
Friday. I remember seeing that there was 3 days where he hadn't been any public event.
Yeah, nothing.
And then he didn't have anything planned for the entire long weekend, and we didn't see anything of him on social media or elsewhere.
Yeah.
For the entire weekend. We might have seen like one Truth Social post that was posted like of him.
Oh wait, I think he
golfing or something, but
yeah.
it was like people were like, pretty sure this was like a month
Yeah,
old.
and then like there was also like a bunch of MAGA influencers over the weekend who like posted old pictures of Trump and them together, like being like it was a great day or whatever.
Trying to show that he was alive.
Yeah, trying to like show that he was alive and all that. But people were like, this picture was taken like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
3 months ago at this point. But yeah,
But then Trump showed up at his golf course, or at a golf course. I don't know if it was his or not, but it was.
I think it was
definitely-
his golf course in
probably was.
Virginia.
I think I'm pretty sure he only golfs at his own golf
Yeah,
courses.
yeah.
And he looked pretty rough.
Yeah.
I have the picture. Like, this is the picture of Trump.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. It
Seems
doesn't.
like, yeah.
He doesn't look good.
No.
Say the least. He looks.
Yeah.
I mean, especially. I mean, I don't know. It looks like AI almost. Like this one in particular. Also,
Yeah.
the caption says, "Heartbreaking. Donald Trump has been found alive this morning at 79."
Oh God. Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's not looking good. I don't know. His face. It looks like he has literally no hair.
Yeah.
in
It
this
looked
photo.
like
I don't know why.
looked like he just shaved it all off. 'Cause
Yeah.
Usually you can see like some hair sticking out
Usually a little bit.
on the sides.
I don't know. It's not, he usually doesn't look great, but this time he looks abnormally a little bit rough. You know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. When I saw that picture, I was like, damn, he's like hanging on or something. You know, like it was worse than usual.
But then after all of that, we had finally seen him. He was alive. We know he's alive.
Yeah.
We think he's alive. Some people were like literally thinking it was AI or a body
Yeah.
double. I never really thought he was dead. I'm gonna be honest. With you.
Yeah.
I never really thought he was dead. But I do kind of suspect that something's still going on. Like,
Yeah. No.
it's not like Trump to just disappear entirely like that.
Yeah. He likes to be front and center on the camera.
Yeah, no, definitely. And so after all that, he was finally going to make his first public appearance, and he went on the phone with I think
Yes.
it was on Fox News,
Yeah. Some Fox News guy.
and he sounded very different, to just say the least. Let's
Yeah.
watch this.
He and I always had a great relationship.
Doesn't really matter what he's saying, but you can hear his voice.
Thousands of people are dying. They're not Americans that are dying, but they're
Talking about
Russians
Ukraine.
and they're Ukrainians. And
Yeah.
I like how he
there's
says
thousands,
Russians
and
first.
It's a war
Yeah.
that makes no sense, and it would have never started if I were president. And that's what.
It would have never started if I was like.
He
Usually it's
was-
like,
he was
it would have
sick.
never started if I was president, but
Yeah.
it's like it would have never started if I was president. It's like
Yeah.
that is not Trump.
It was just like Pete Hedgick like voicing him and
He's
like
just really bad at the impression.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, his voice sounded like raspy.
No,
like,
I'm not.
I don't know.
I do think that is Trump, but he
Yeah.
just doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no, he sounds like when someone's sick, they have the flu or something like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Like makes it sound like he has COVID or something.
Yeah.
But
COVID.
COVID, it's a Democrat hoax. After all that, he finally made a public appearance,
Oh yeah.
a speech, and a press conference. And Fox News, I think it was Fox News because he didn't really let anyone else in the press conference
Yeah.
anymore. But like, unless they're like a far right, like CNN journalist or something.
Yeah.
But he finally addressed the rumors that he was dead. He acted like he had
Oh,
never heard
yeah.
of it before.
But about a big viral social media trend over the weekend. How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see it for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. I have heard it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences also.
I gotta be honest with you real quick
Yeah.
before he even goes on. the idea that Trump hasn't seen that online
that's
is way more suspicious than him just being like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If he was just like, it's ridiculous, I'm alive.
It's a Democrat scam,
The fact that he was like, I've not seen that. Why were you not online, DJT? You're usually a chronically online.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you would have seen that.
He's the chronically online president.
Exactly. This is honestly, like, I'm not usually someone to do like this kind of conspiracy, but when I saw this clip, I was like, no, he was definitely under some kind of surgery or something, or like recovering from some illness from the weekend, and he wasn't on his phone or something, or he was
He's like, oh, dude, sometimes he'll truth something at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, he'll just like sit up.
It'll be some like,
I hate this, all these brown people, kill them all.
God, yeah.
You're president, DJT.
Yeah, thank you for your attention at this matter. Thank you
in all caps. He'll just randomly tweet at 3 a.m. in all caps and he'll repost some ethnic cleansing video of like
Gaza
#1.
Yeah,
Gaza. Yeah, whatever. But
God, I forgot that happened.
Yeah. The point is, Trump. Everyone thought he was dead, and everyone thought that he at least had something going on. But when he came back,
well, one other thing to add to that, this is one other suspicious thing about that golf course thing. He didn't let the press. He didn't let them like follow him around the golf course like they usually do. Like they were kept in the tennis court area, and then he came from a distance to answer questions. So that was another suspicious thing that like led people to believe like, okay, he's definitely
also
50
minutes late to the first live event.
Yeah, he was like, it was gonna start at 2, I think, and then they started at 3 or something. 3:15.
He was late.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a conspiracy theory that he's dead or that he's like a body double. I don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's just like something's definitely going on.
He's definitely going through something.
He's not gonna tell the public about it, obviously.
He's definitely not in perfect health.
Oh no, he's in probably really bad health because all he drinks is like Diet Cokes and like eat McDonald's every day, which is.
No, I saw someone say like the interview where he was on the phone. Someone said like he's been doing RFK's like routine or something. And that's why his voice sounds like that. He's been taking RFK's supplements.
Yeah, that makes your voice all like fat and gay kids.
I've been taking his supplements.
Yeah.
It's very. I'm trying to do a mix, and it's really hard because his voice already is hard. But then doing RFK's voice is even harder, and so mixing them is it's rough. So let us know what you guys think. Is Trump dead? Is he alive? Is he a body double? Is he AI?
Put your conspiracy theories in the comments.
The internet was having a field day with this, though. All jokes aside, they were laughing like crazy about this. A lot of people were just straight up saying like, "I hope it happens." And we're not condoning that message, but I will say that
a lot of people would be.
There would be people that wouldn't be necessarily sad about it. That might be, how do you say this? Almost celebratory. But it's no, I mean, like, look.
Dude, I mean, like, posts that were, saying that I hope it happens was like getting like 50 to 100,000 likes. It was crazy.
But that's been happening for a while, though.
Yeah, no.
There's been like videos on TikTok like from like months ago. Where people just, no context, no nothing. They'll just open up the video and go, can it just happen already? And everyone knows exactly what they're talking about and has like 200,000 likes.
Oh
it's like,
God, that's
damn.
Crazy.
Okay, let me show you guys this. So the corridor newsroom compiled some interesting, some really funny memes of people that were posting. Also, this is crazy. Hold on.
Wait,
crazy. So real quick before we get into the Trump thing, apparently Shein used Luigi Mangione to sell a shirt.
That's great.
This is apparently real. Shein used this ad. And this is Luigi Mangione. There's no other person this could be.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Unless it's his body double.
Apparently they are conducting a thorough investigation after appearing to use an AI-generated model with striking resemblance to Luigi Mangione.
Wow.
That's so funny.
That's great.
Anyways. No, Shein's kind of base for that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is some of the reactions that were given.
Oh my God!
This is Vance at his bedside, and it's just like a. I don't even know what this is from, but
I don't know either.
It's like he's getting a pillow to go like suffocate.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite. So Liam Neeson said, I love when Trump goes 5 days without openly violating the Constitution. We all just assume he passed away. And then Daniel said, this is my favorite one ever.
Yeah.
Daniel said, what if they not letting Trump speak because he had a reverse Fetterman stroke and he's woke now? Because if you guys don't know, John Fetterman, who's a Democrat,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly a Democrat. He's like the most conservative Democrat probably we have.
Yeah.
And that's saying something because we have some pretty fucking conservative Democrats.
Yeah.
He is the guy who always wears like a sweatshirt, and he's like, I'm not like all the other politicians. And before he had a stroke, I'm pretty sure he was not the best, I don't think, but he was like kind of normal.
Yeah.
And then after he had a stroke, he's like, I love Israel and I will always support Israel no matter what.
Yeah.
And he's like super pro-Israel and like super like, I mean, conservative, honestly.
Yeah.
It seemed like
dude, I saw oh shit. I saw today where he was like praising Trump for the ballroom.
Oh God. Why would you even do
He's
that?
like, it's great that he's renovating the White House.
It looked ugly when Sleepy Joe was in there.
Yeah.
You might as well just do that. You might as well just lean into it. I loved the idea to think that Trump got a stroke and then he came back and he was like, damn, we should free Palestine. He's like, oh,
no, that would be great.
We should like abolish ICE. Can you imagine Trump just randomly comes out? He's like, I had a stroke the other day and it made me realize something. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. Abolish ICE.
Netanyahu would like come over here and like kill him.
He would send Mossad to go assassinate the president.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another meme. It says, my name is Donald John Trump. If you're seeing this tape, I'm already dead. And it's the picture of Walter White from Breaking Bad. Okay, yeah, I like this one too. It says, if Trump's dead, they should bury JD Vance alive with him like they did the pharaohs with their cats. And this person said, if I did have a stroke, it would be the best stroke ever. Better than anyone has ever seen. Many people are saying that my strokes are the best. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
That's a Trump for Trump. Oh, is that Gavin Newsom? Did he do that?
No, it was just some random person, but
Okay.
that would have been funny.
Dude, that's a bar for bar like Trump thing though.
Yeah, literally.
It's just like, I had the best stroke, better than Joe Brandon, Sleepy Joe ever did.
This person said, guys, I'm worried. What if he's fine? Someone said, if it's Jover, what is it for Trump? Gonald? That's actually really good.
Is it Gonald?
It is so Gonald. And then this one is the last one I have here.
Oh, nice.
It just says, my fellow Americans, a tragedy has struck our beloved president.
Oh, God.
And it's JD Vance.
JD Pondon.
JD Pondon. Dude, I love it. People keep saying like praying for blood clots. Like people are saying some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Can't we just have one more good thing this year?
But see, like, okay, hear me out. So, like, wouldn't cry, but at the same time, it's like JD Vance would be next in
option,
line.
yeah.
And it's like JD Vance is just,
Let's actually talk about this. Is he better?
I don't think so.
I think
he has
is
so
in
many.
some ways.
He
not,
might
not that he's gonna be like woke and like do what we want him to do, but like he just doesn't have any charisma, and he's just so feckless and like even to Republicans, I think they see him as just like an ass kisser who's just like sucks up to Trump, and that's all he does.
Yeah.
And like
he definitely does that for sure.
He doesn't have like the sauce. And if he was trying to like rally up like certain companies or the American people around some message, Trump is really good at that because he does. I mean, like, say what all you want about him. He has charisma and he has the ability to make people on board with what he's saying. We can look at him and be like, he's fucking crazy and stupid, but a lot of people see what he says and they feel like he's speaking to them. And I don't think JD Vance has it like that.
No, the other thing that I will say is like, JD Vance has a bunch of connections like Peter Thiel and all these other like crazy right-wing tech guys, and I feel like that's also like, I don't know, that's definitely not good.
It's definitely not good, no.
But I see what you mean on like the basis of like he wouldn't be able to communicate maybe as well as Trump.
I just feel like he would be like, Trump's a bad leader, but he's bad, and he's most of the time intentionally bad.
Yeah.
He's intentionally doing bad things. I think JD Vance would be like trying to do those bad things, and it would just be like everyone would just hate him because of it.
Do you think JD Vance is like more incompetent than Donald Trump or less?
I think Trump is more incompetent, but he's better at messaging, and JD Vance is more competent, maybe a little bit more evil, like maybe more. I don't know. I don't know if he's more, but he's definitely like a little bit more like ideologically evil person.
Yeah.
But I don't think that like he has the ability to get stuff done and like. Because Trump's just really good at like being like, "Hey Intel, we're going to take 10% of your company." It's like,
okay.
Or hey companies, don't you dare fucking raise those prices. I just don't think JD Vance has the sauce.
Oh no. Yeah. Also, like speaking of the Intel thing, I saw where Hassan watched Big A's Atriox video about like the Intel.
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
it was actually pretty good.
I've seen that stuff. I saw like Bernie endorsed the government.
Yeah.
Buying like, or not even buying. I think they just took over 10% of Intel.
Yeah.
They didn't even pay for it. I don't think, but it's worth like billions of dollars. Whatever their stock is. Which I mean, I don't know. I think that seems like a good thing. Probably not for the reasons that Trump wants to do it, but
yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah, but I do think it's really fucking annoying when people like Gavin Newsom are coming out and being like JD or Donald Trump is the true socialist. It's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Don't tie him to socialism. He's not a fucking socialist.
No, Donald Trump is the big orange socialist.
He's our communist king.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
it's just like, dude, I don't know. Gavin Newsom, he frightens me.
Gavin Newsom,
he frightens me because he's really good at getting all these like liberals on board with what he's doing by just acting like he's fighting somehow, by being like, oh, I've made a tweet in all caps, and I'm like, it's funny, but that's kind of all it is.
Yeah,
you got to do more than that. I mean, he's doing like, he did the redistricting thing, and that was significant.
Yeah, no,
but otherwise it's like, I don't know. I feel like he just needs to kind of get it out of the way because he's trying to run for president. That's why he's doing these things. No. He's trying to run for president.
Dude, I mean,
we don't need him in office.
Yeah, recently he actually signed a environmental deal with Norway.
What's that? What was the deal?
Well, California pledged to be more environmental clean with Norway. Oh shit, with Norway. I mean, that's kind of pretty significant too, because that's its own state pledging with a separate country.
Interesting.
Which I mean, I guess technically California is like its own separate country because it's like the fifth or fourth largest economy in the world.
Yeah,
like it's a large ass economy.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not saying he's never done anything good, and I'm not saying he would be better than Trump. Like 100%, but he's repeatedly thrown trans kids out of the bus for being like, Democrats are too woke, basically. Like, he had Charlie Kirk on his podcast and Steve Bannon on his podcast as like the first 2 episodes.
He doesn't have a great track.
You guys are right. Trans kids are weird. We should not let them do that.
He's definitely killed a lot of progressive bills.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's
just not. He's a centrist. He's a centrist, or even like I would go as far as call him like conservative.
He's riding the fence.
He is riding the fence for sure. He's riding the fence of partisanship. He can sometimes be good at partisanship, like being partisan in favor of the Democrats.
Yeah,
and that's his strong suit sometimes. But like, we don't need someone who's like, oh, I hate Trump, but I I hate trans kids too. Just as much as he does. Like, I don't like him. He's crazy. But I also don't think trans people should exist, or I don't think he doesn't come out and say like Israel's doing a genocide. He doesn't come out and talk about how wealth inequality is out of control in this country. And if we have anyone that is seriously considering running for president, they have to say those things, I think, in 2028.
Oh no,
if they don't say those things, that I don't even want to consider them.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's my perspective anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He worries me because he's getting really popular among people like liberals in terms of like 2028 running.
Yeah.
And I just don't want him to be there. We don't need fucking Gavin Newsom. He's just gonna stun all the progressive movements that are popping up around the country. We have Zoran Mamdani, we got Graham Planter, we got AOC. Don't know where she's been recently, but but we got her as well. We got.
Dude, I saw like a thing with Democrat 2028 like presidential. It looks fucking dismal as hell. Like, it just looks like no, like AOC is on there. That's it. That's the only, like, Pete Buttigieg, Gavin Newsom, and someone else. But those were the 3 names I recognized. I was like, this better change in like 2 years.
Yeah, we need better. We need a lot more options.
We can't just have like a middle of the road Democrat candidate in office in 2028. Like, we need big change. Like, completely like just changing the institutions to actually work for the people instead of like the corporations and the fucking politicians.
And we're probably not going to get some kind of like we're not gonna get like a communist or anything.
No.
But I think we could feasibly, if the Democratic Socialists of America, I think if the DSA ran a candidate in the primary, that they would have a good chance of winning.
Yeah, and then the Democrats would like execute the candidate.
They would, they'd probably.
They would execute the
I
candidate.
mean, they would literally. I mean, we saw what they did to Bernie with like the Bernie bro misogynistic stuff in 2016, I think it was.
Yeah, and 2020.
2020.
No, I think they threw some racist shit at him in 2020.
Yeah.
Something like
And
that. I
then
don't
we've
know.
seen what they've done with
Ridiculous.
Zoran Mamdani as well, where it's like, oh, he's brown and he's
Muslim in New York.
He supports people of Palestine that are being genocided right now. He's anti-Semitic as hell. And it's like,
Yeah.
he's never said an anti-Semitic thing like ever, and that's literally like 90% of the coverage on him by the liberal mainstream media. It's like, it shows their
Yeah.
priorities are to maintain, capitalism, are to maintain the corporations reaching record
Yeah.
profits because they're invested in them or they're being funded by them. It's just, we need better.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. We definitely need better.
So I don't want Gavin Newsom. He needs to get
Yeah.
the hell out of the way.
Yeah. No,
A lot of
yeah.
people need to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah. The only person that's been good about like getting out of the way or like moving aside a little bit is like Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
When it
like
comes to,
Israel.
Israel, Palestine, like, you know, everyone around him that's been on the oligarchy course have called Israel genocide. What
Yeah.
Israel's doing is obviously a genocide.
He still hasn't,
And he
which is a
still
huge,
hasn't.
huge failure on the part of Bernie.
Yeah, he still hasn't.
I mean, he literally will like post videos of some like doctor in Gaza talking about how they saw a IDF soldier shooting at like a crowd of people, and then the other guy went, "Oh, you got one," and then he went, "Oh, let's go," and they went, "Woohoo!" And he literally posted that video the other day. And then he just, he's not saying this is a genocide. He's
Yeah.
talking about like they're doing mass starvation and ethnic cleansing. Like, I don't even know if he says ethnic cleansing, but
I think
he's talking about how they're doing this like brutal
Yeah.
campaign, and he still calls it a war for some reason. And every time he is brought up, like, do you call it a genocide? He's like, genocide's a legal term. It's like, yeah, and it's a applicable one according to
Yeah.
like multiple human rights groups.
Yeah, I think even the UN, someone in the UN came out and said that, or like genocide.
An Israeli
scholars-
human rights group have called it a genocide.
Yeah, like some genocide scholars or people
Yeah.
who are in that subject have literally been like,
It was like almost unanimous. Like,
Yeah.
a overwhelming majority of them said that it was a genocide. It's
and then
ridiculous.
like when obviously Marjorie Taylor Greene unfortunately has been like the most outspoken about it, which is fucking crazy.
terrifying.
And when he went on CNN last time, Bernie Sanders, they're like, why? So Marjorie Taylor Greene calls it a genocide. Why don't you? He's like, that's a legal term. Marjorie Taylor Greene can do whatever she wants. I call it what I call it or something. I don't know.
Let's actually, before we get into Israel, because we have more stuff about Israel and everything, let's talk about
Yeah.
what is going on in D.C. With the National Guard,
Yeah.
with the mayor of D.C. essentially rolling over to Trump. This clip pisses me off. This is the mayor of D.C., Democrat, by the way. I'm using that word very loosely.
Yeah. Supposed
the
Democrat.
surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city. The most significant thing that we are highlighting today is the area of crime that was most troubling for us in 2023. Now, we have driven it down over the last years, but I'm going to get my glasses.
By the way, not the last years, the last 30 years.
Yeah.
It's reached an all-time low of 30, or all-time, or not all-time, 30-year low. DC's
Yeah.
crime rate is at a 30-year low in 2024, and it's down, I believe it was already down 30.
It was like 30%.
30%
It was like
in
30%.
the first quarter of this year before Trump deployed the National Guard.
And it was like already at a 30-year low.
Yeah, it was at 30-year low in 2024, and then it went down even more. So it's like, this is, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming she's gonna she's rolling over, so she's gonna be like, well, but he made it better.
So I can make sure I can see it correctly. But for carjackings, the difference between this period, this 20-day period of this federal surge and last year represents a 87% reduction.
That's, you can't do it like that. You can't be like, well, in the last 20 days, there was 87% less crime than 20 days before that. It's like, that's not enough time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 30 years. We're seeing a significant decrease. And you can't just be like, yeah, but, in terms of the last week,
The last day.
there wasn't any crime today, so it's 100% down from yesterday. It's like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You have to analyze these things
I
over
don't
a
know
longer period of time.
Who got in her head or what got in her head?
She's
To be like,
probably, I don't know.
yeah,
She's probably just worried of Trump going after her. She's just not a
Probably.
fighter, I guess,
no.
which sucks, but that's the case. But also, like we talked about before, like a lot of Democrats fall victim to like we need, we have crime, we must crack down with, so many more police, as many police as we can send. That's how we fix the crime epidemic.
Yeah. They already tried that.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be showing later how Morning Joe is even pushing the same.
Oh my God. Joe Scarborough.
in carjackings in Washington, D.C. We know that when carjackings go down, when the use of gun goes down, when homicide or robbery go down, neighborhoods feel safer and are safer. So this surge has been important to us for that reason. And we
What are the comments like? Just curious.
This brought us a piece of work, someone said.
Yeah.
Someone said she just lost her re-election.
Yeah.
Reads like a ransom note.
Dude, for real though. Trump like sent her the like stats.
I mean, literally, I wouldn't be surprised. No, it's ridiculous. But it's not only the mayor that is rolling over. As I just said, Morning Joe, which is on MSNBC or MS Now. Sorry, they're changing their name. But MS Now or MSNBC, Morning Joe is rolling over to this.
God.
This is really disappointing as well.
Maybe crime has gone down, but I actually think that J.B. Pritzker should do something radical. I think he should.
So he's talking about Chicago. J.B. Pritzker is the governor of Illinois.
Yeah, governor of Illinois, yeah.
And he thinks that Trump, because he's talking about Trump threatening to send in the National Guard to Chicago. He doesn't think that, he should be like stopping this.
Yeah.
He's come out. Pritzker's come out and like fought
like
pretty well.
Don't come.
Yeah, He came out and be like, do not come to Chicago. You can't legally, and also we don't need you. He's like, crime is down. He's talked about all these things. Like he's doing what you should be doing.
Yeah.
He's doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And this is what Morning Joe has to say about that.
He should pick up the phone, call the president, and say, and I know, you don't have the constitutional authority to deploy the National Guard here and to police my. You can do that in D.C., you can't do that in Chicago. But let's partner up. These are the most dangerous parts
Dude,
of
wait, pause it. I like how he's like, do something radical. Call Trump and kiss his ass and tell him to come to Chicago.
I think Pritzker should do something radical by caving and capitulating to right-wing framing and rolling over for the president of the United States.
I did it.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, the Morning Joe guy used to be a Republican congressman from Florida, I'm pretty sure. He represented the first
crazy,
district or I don't know, something like that.
I swear like 90% of like liberal, like mainstream centrist outlets are just like
former
the
Republicans.
TV show hosts are like, I used to be, a big fan of Reagan, but then Trump came in and I was like, I don't know about the orange guy. I'm going to start reading liberal talking points and, be vaguely in favor of gay people existing. It's like, we need more than that. We need more than that. I think it probably comes as an effect of like liberals in terms of the, not the people, but like the politicians trying to, aim at, instead of being like, we don't care about the left, people on the left or whatever, we're trying to get the people in the middle or the Republicans who don't like Trump.
Yeah, and then it
like
comes
we're trying
out
to target
at
them.
the end of the election, Democrats didn't even get 1% of Republicans.
Yeah, of course they're not.
They got like 0.5% at most.
It's like being the diet Republicans. No one wants the diet Republicans. Everyone hates the Republicans. People who like the Republicans want the Republicans. They don't want the diet Republicans.
Yeah.
It's like it's like if you made a Twinkie that was a diet Twinkie. It's like no one's eating a diet
No
Twinkie.
one's
If I'm
getting that
eating a
shit.
Twinkie, I want the Twinkie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want the diet one. That's the whole point of the Twinkie. The Twinkie is like the worst thing ever, and that's what I want it for.
Yeah,
It's good.
no.
It's not. I don't want the fucking shitty version of it. I don't want the sugar-free Twinkie. What the hell? Like, it's stupid. But I think it's probably why a lot of them have like just like come over to the liberal media side because they're just like, they're like, well, we're gonna do border bills too. We're gonna crack down on crime hard too. Remember how they like to do that? We're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
But just not as crazy.
Yeah, we're not gonna black bag as many people as they are.
We're gonna do it, but we're also gonna respect the institutions while we do it. And they're like, yeah, I'll be on CNN.
Oh God.
State, we would love to figure out how to have a partnership that's constitutional, that respects the sort of balance of federalism between the federal government and the state government. And let's work together every weekend and maybe crime.
God, bro, that's crazy.
He's like, Pritzker should do something radical.
Work with Trump.
Work with Trump. And no, something radical would be, I mean, because the other thing is too, like later in this clip, it doesn't show it here.
Yeah.
But he talks about how like Pritzker kept talking about how we don't need police, we don't need police, we don't need police. He didn't say that. He said the opposite. He was actually literally going out there like, we have tons of police, like we're good, you know, like we don't need more police. We're increasing police budget. Like he was doing the opposite of that. He was like, he was doing the like law enforcement thing too.
Yeah.
Just not to the same degree.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
This should not be what we're talking about on the left. If you can call this on the left.
More MS or MS Now, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't care. But it's just a centrist show.
It's totally centrist. I mean, sometimes though, MSNBC can be kind of cool. You know? Sometimes they'll have on like Emma Vigeland. They'll have on Sam Cedar. They'll have on that one guy that we watched last episode talking about wealth inequality was pretty goated. That guy I've seen a lot of his clips recently. He's done some good stuff.
Yeah.
They had Eamon on for a while, I believe, too, and he was very outspoken on Gaza. And there's some good people on MSNBC, but this guy's not one of them. This guy is not one of them.
No.
So he's like one of the most popular, I think.
Yeah, his show's like pretty popular.
Yeah, which
unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's been going downhill, I think, for a while now.
Yeah. But no, what would be radical is if the governor of Illinois, Jeremy Pritzker, instead was like, we don't need the National Guard, you know? We don't need, I don't even know how much money they spend on policing in Chicago and Illinois, but, you know, like the radical thing to do would not be to abolish the police. I'm not saying abolish the police.
You radical, you're abolishing the damn police.
I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that maybe, I don't know, reallocate some resources, you know, or at least don't increase resources.
Yeah,
what we should do instead is we should fix people's material conditions that are causing them to do the crime in the first place.
What the hell?
I know it's scary, but
that's
it's
scary
the way that it
stuff.
works. If you push people down over and over and over again, they're going to commit crimes. That's where crime comes from, and the solution to that is not to go and lock them up in the jail cell. It's also heavily racialized. Has been for a long time. It's crazy. I would highly recommend. I recently watched this documentary.
Yeah.
I want to plug it. I mean, it's a couple years old, but it's a really good documentary. It's called The 13th. Talks about the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery.
Yeah.
And it also has in the amendment that slavery is still acceptable under the Constitution if it is a punishment for a crime. And so because of that, instead of once segregation ended, we did like mass, very racialized crackdowns on crime with Nixon, Reagan, and Bill Clinton together. Like all three administrations, cracked down on crime like crazy. Incarceration rates went up from I believe it was 200,000 in the 70s, or maybe it was the 60s, up to 2 million in the 80s.
God.
Our number of people in prison shot up. And it was literally a direct consequence of not only the idea of black people are criminals. So they went from calling them the N-word to being they're criminals. They're going to kill you. They're going to assault your mother. They're going to sexually assault your daughter. Literally that's what they were saying. They literally called them super predators, not black people, but just people that were black, they called and profiled, and they were trying to make the impression that black people were inherently criminals. And it's definitely worked. I mean, we still see this today with people like Trump, with people that are my family that I know of are fall victim to this sort of framing as well. And yeah, so it's we crack down on poorer communities, which includes a lot of black communities because of the oppression that they face, and mass incarceration is just an out of control thing. And a lot of it's also profit driven for private prison companies, which have direct through a company organization called ALEC. They have direct control over legislation being drafted.
That's crazy.
So they're literally private prison companies were helping draft legislation that would literally crack down on crime, increasing their profits by filling their beds.
Yeah,
it's fucking
that
crazy.
should be illegal.
It should be incredibly illegal, but it's not. And that's where we live in. So highly recommend that documentary. It really, it was really eye opening to see like, I don't know. I mean, I already knew a lot of that stuff, but it was really well organized. And I highly recommend it. The 13th on Netflix.
13th, okay.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Israel?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Funnest thing to talk about.
America's greatest ally.
America's greatest ally, the only democracy in the Middle East, the most moral democracy in the Middle East.
That bombs 5 countries in 1 month.
Nah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What is a country, anyways?
Where are borders?
What are borders?
Just imaginary lines to me.
Dude, that's literally Trump whenever he's like talking about annexing Canada or something.
Yeah. He's like, it's just a line that was drawn on a map.
He just drew a line like 1,000 years ago, and it's just a made up line. But then when he sees a brown guy on the street,
it's like,
block up them damn borders. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Board them up.
Board them up quick. I'm scared. Oh my God. No, let's talk about Gaza. So you brought this article, I think it was about Gaza, or it was something on X.
Wait, where was it at? Oh yeah, it was on ABC. So the defense minister literally says, like, I got the quote. I'll read it out. Where is it at? Hold on.
This one right here, where he says, "We are going to increase and enhance our strikes of our operation."
Yeah,
and that's why we called you.
It says quote from some, like, I guess Israeli defense minister or whatever. Soon the gates of hell will open on the heads of the Hamas murderers. Well, they said something else, but I don't think we could say that. Like, R word,
I think, yeah. I mean, we've said it before, but yeah.
Like,
it says, until they agree to Israel's conditions for ending the war, primarily the release of all hostages and their disarmament. If they do not agree, Gaza, the capital of Hamas, will become Rafah, Beit Hanan, exactly as I promised. So it will be. He said that on
crazy. Yeah.
See, he literally said the gates of hell will be open on Hamas murderers and rapists. That's crazy.
It's just psychotic.
That is the most insane.
If you're an Israeli government official, your mental health is like, I mean, well, I don't know. Your mental state is not there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's literally been quotes from also officials inside of Israel saying, just as Hitler wanted, like, no German can be safe with the Jew.
I think it was like the Israeli, like, I don't know. It was a cabinet member of Netanyahu that
he literally said that we have to eliminate every member of Hamas the same way that Hitler had to eliminate every single one of the Jews so we can be safe. Like, it's he's like quite literally admitting, like, Hitler was right, but just targeted the wrong group. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck? Like, no, I mean, I would highly recommend.
So crazy.
There's like things where you can find there's like websites where you can do like a quiz where it's like, is this a Zionist or is this a Nazi? And it just blinks out which group they're talking about. And it is literally the most identical thing ever. It is crazy. It's like,
I'll have to buy a burner phone so my Palantir score doesn't go down and I get like killed.
Yeah, you don't want to dip below 400.
Yeah,
because
dude. So I watched this video a couple days ago. I forgot about it just until I brought up the Palantir score. But it was like these like security cameras that they're mostly built for like law enforcement, but they're just like surveillance AI cameras, and they can scan your license plate and bring everything up. They're mostly put on. They're not in a whole lot of states in the United States yet, but they're in certain states. It's crazy, man. It's insane.
It is crazy.
They're like, and sometimes they can misidentify you or misidentify someone and then send the police to your house.
God
and
damn.
it's this whole thing.
That's insane.
And it sucks.
I've also heard of ICE is apparently getting access to some kind of Israeli spyware.
Yeah. I also saw this other thing where this like guy went on after that like school shooting happened, that Catholic school shooting happened.
Ugh.
And he wasn't like, we need to make stronger gun regulations and laws. Of course not. Why would he? He was on Fox News. But he was like, I'm gonna be making this similar Israeli like oncology spyware software or like threat detection thing that runs 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And like I was like, great. I can't wait.
Dude, and also the stuff with that whole like shooting thing has been really fucking frustrating. Like, because Republicans will come out and be like, don't politicize this shooting. And then literally right before that, they'll have some guy going like, trans people are violent. Trans people kill. Trans people kill. This is a radical left trans person. And it's like, literally they were a Nazi. Like, they're not radical leftists. Like, it seemed like they were transgender.
Yeah.
They were also like a detransitioner. It doesn't fucking matter. Anyways, they were also like, they were homophobic. They wrote the F slur all over it. They wrote like a bunch of Hitlerian shit. They wrote
on
like
the weapons. They wrote a bunch of stuff on the weapons.
praising a bunch of Nazis, talking about Jews, Holocaust denialism. Like, it was like the most Nazi shit ever. They made a video where they were like showing the bullets, and they were talking about how like they're like, man, fuck them kids. They were saying some crazy shit, dude. Like, I saw some really fucked up videos where it was like they were showing the bullets and they were showing the guns, and they were like, I apologize to my mom and my dad. That's the only people I apologize to, or something like that. Like, it was really fucked up. And it's like, we're not even, the left isn't even the ones politicizing the issue.
No.
Like, we're telling you that school shootings are like a policy. Like, they are a policy that we have essentially created.
Yeah, and we just accept. It's like, oh, sorry, pray for the kids, and then it's like it goes away.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is like, there's been many. I'm sure there's been many more school shootings.
Look it up. How many school shootings have happened this year? I'm curious, because this is definitely not the only one.
According to CNN, there's been 44 in the U.S.
Oh, in 2025?
In 2025, as of late August. And dude, this is one of the first ones I've even heard of. This year. We don't even hear about most of them. I'm pretty sure the only reason we heard about this one was because they were trans and it was a Catholic school or something. Like, literally, like it is that bad that like we don't even usually even see them in national news.
No,
like sometimes shootings will happen at schools and we'll just hear about it on local news. Like, that's crazy.
No, it's insane.
Any other country, a shooting like that happens, it is literally the news. Like, it is national news immediately.
Yeah,
because like, I mean,
shootings happen now. It's just like, oh, that sucks. Nothing I can really
44 shootings in 7 months. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then it's like also like, so there's some more smarter countries around us who are good about that kind of thing. Australia had one mass shooting in the early 2000s. They banned, I forgot what gun they used, but they banned that gun like permanently.
Well, I mean, like, I get the idea that, like, I want to be able to have my gun. I want to be able to, have fun or whatever and be safe. Like, I'm safe, like, I get it. But at the end of the day, what's more important? You have the ability to shoot a target or a bottle in some field sometimes. And it's a little bit fun for a couple hours. Or there's 44 shootings where like hundreds of children die in 7 months. It's like there's something that's clearly way more important, and that's we need to stop school shootings at all costs. I don't care. Like, I mean, I'm not saying we should just like take all guns and go like raid people's houses for guns or anything. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But we need way better gun control for sure.
That's what the Republicans think. They're like, they're gonna raid my house, take my gun.
Kamala's gonna come in personally and steal my guns from my house.
God,
if she can comb prime from my cold dead hands. It's like, dude, like, I don't know. We need better background checks. We need better. I mean, fucking Walmart is like the biggest seller of guns.
You can buy like a assault rifle of some sort probably in Walmart.
That in and of itself is crazy. But
dude, have you seen like these gun safes that you can buy? It's like a war chest.
Oh wow.
You can fit like 50 guns in a safe.
It's crazy. There's literally like just civilians out there that just have like fucking arsenals of weapons.
Yeah, dude, some of these safes, I mean, they have passcodes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, I saw this one thing at Sportsman's Warehouse, which is like an outdoor hunting store place. It was like they had it advertised right at the door, right when you walk in, right when you leave. You could fit like 50 guns at least in the safe, which I'm like, God damn.
That's crazy. I mean, like, look,
you need 50 guns. What are you, the U.S. military?
Literally. It's cool, like, I get it. Like, guns are cool. I mean, I've shot guns.
Yeah, they're cool.
I've gone hunting with my dad before, when I was littler. Like, it's fine. Like, I've, one of our friends, he has a lot of guns. He's very safe with them. He has a safe. He's very safe. He keeps them locked up. He cleans them. He shoots them safely in controlled environments. Like, he's very good about that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it gets wrong when it's like they're 18-year-olds can buy guns and there's like very little background checks being done. And I don't know. It's just there's a better way to go about this because there's obviously a problem when you think about how we're like the only other country. We're the only country pretty much where this happens to this degree.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
It's the classic Onion article where it's like, you know, there's no way to avoid this, says only country where this happens regularly. And it's like the most true Onion article ever, but it's just the case.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy that the Onion, like one time, I forget what it was, but they just pulled it from what Trump said directly.
They'll literally do that all the time.
I was like, this is not supposed to be real. It's supposed to be satire news, and it's pulling stuff for the goddamn president.
I think I saw
Damn
it was an Onion article about like Andrew Cuomo, and it was like, so if you were mayor of New York City, where would you start? And it was like Andrew Cuomo being like, probably the thighs, and then I would move up. It's like,
oh god,
oh, no.
yeah, I saw that one too.
Okay, before we get too far into the let's talk about Richie Torres. Also
AIPAC's greatest robot.
Israel's biggest defender.
Yeah.
No, Richie Torres was interviewed by Adam Friedland, who is he's anti-Zionist. He's also Jewish, and he grew up as a Zionist. And he talked about, you know, how he like learned, you know, he kind of like developed an anti-Zionist position as he grew up. And I was honestly really surprised that Richie Torres went on Adam and Friedland show.
Yeah, I know.
He's very notoriously anti-Zionist.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a comedian, and he's not like a politician or anything, but he's political, and he's talked about this kind of thing a lot.
Yeah. It's also like, it was funny at the beginning of the interview. Adam Friedman was like, did your consultants tell you not to come on my show or something? Right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I was like...
I was surprised that he went on, but...
Yeah. Surprised
he
didn't leave. Surprised he didn't just like walk out, honestly.
Yeah, no, me too.
To be honest, it was a disaster. Yeah, for him.
He got like flamed by Adam Friedland. So let's watch this clip of this interview.
Murdered thousands of people.
So what does Hamas that mean?
Murdered. That Hamas is a terrorist organization for murdering innocent children and civilians.
How many civilians have been killed in this war?
The war is a tragedy, but
90%
again,
of them
you're
have been
suggesting that.
civilians.
They've
killed journalists.
People have been killed in a war. It's been a tragedy.
They've killed people waiting for aid.
But you're suggesting that it is the policy of the Israeli government to murder civilians, and that is a notion that I reject.
It's also it's so soulless.
And I think Adam says here.
Listen, man, you got to be like a human being about this.
People who are dying in the war, which to me is a tragedy, because war is a tragedy.
Do you feel in your heart that this is what you're saying is right?
If you
dude, like shut up about Hamas.
The fucking Hamas argument's so crazy.
Who actually hears this and is
Literally,
like, that guy is good, has a good point here.
Yeah.
You know, sure, the Israeli government that's been doing an apartheid state for the past like multiple decades has been constantly displacing Palestinians and killing them and harassing them and kicking them out of their homes, whatever. Doing for a long time. And
since like
resistance to that happened. I'm not saying it was a good thing. You know, it was violent and a lot of people were injured and very, you know, violated. It was a terrible thing. October 7th, it was a terrible thing. I agree with that. But
we're 2 years in.
We're 2 years into a genocide. And you can't call Hamas a terrorist organization if you say that Israel, the IDF, is not.
IDF is literally like a terrorist organization.
Yeah, the IDF, as Adam Friedland points out in this interview, this genocide has a 90% civilian ratio of killings.
Yeah,
that is a genocide. That is terrorism.
Yeah, it is.
If as Richie Torres said, Hamas is a terrorist organization for killing and murdering innocent civilians.
Yeah.
Why does that not make Israel a terrorist organization for killing and murdering
Israel
innocent civilians?
Kill civilians for kids just throwing rocks at a soldier.
Literally. Like that is an excuse for them. And also they'll just kill them for nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too, for sure.
They will literally kill them for nothing. They will kill them because they're too hungry. They will kill them because they're near an aid site. They will kill them because they see them in the street. Like literally.
Yeah.
There doesn't have to be a reason, really.
It's just like you looked at me kind of funny.
You are Palestinian. There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Like it is literally that is all it is.
And it's
like
fucking
crazy.
Yeah, and then the Israeli population isn't much better off either.
No.
They're just fucking like completely brainwashed.
They are. A lot of them are really brainwashed. But even they're pissed off about how the fact that like they're sending in thousands of reservists, and the reservists are even being like, "Hey, we're not going. Like, we don't want to go. Like, we want to.
Not for the good reasons, just because.
Yeah, because they're like, well, what are we going to do? Like, we're not going to get the hostage. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just so ridiculous. And as Adam Freeland says in this interview, like, you got to be a fucking human being about this.
Yeah, no.
Like,
really.
likely hundreds of thousands of people have died. You know, like the confirmed numbers, I think it's like 60,000 right now, but that's literally the people that they counted and pieced together. Like, people that they found dead or that they literally found pieces of and they counted as a person.
Yeah.
And that is not even like
it's probably a couple 100,000 at least. Like, final count will be like a couple 100,000 million.
There's likely thousands and thousands of people buried under the rubble, which is literally everywhere. I'm sure there's thousands of people that have been just literally burned and gone.
I mean, it's even crazier to see like Gaza bordering like Jordan, Israel, because like, I mean, Chris Van Hollen and the one other senator went to Jordan, and it's crazy. The border of Jordan and Gaza, it's like, oh, Jordan, you know, nice. And literally right next to it is just like looks like a construction site.
Yeah.
It's just like a pile of rubble.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And no one that is not corrupted in some way or is just literally an evil person can look at what is happening in Israel and be like, this is defensible. I can defend this. Like, you have to be. I mean, Richie Torres has he's getting a lot of money from AIPAC, right?
Yeah.
He's gotten a lot of money from AIPAC, and for some reason he's really dedicated to the Zionist project. I don't know if he's like some kind of evangelical Christian Zionist. I don't think so, because I believe he's also gay. So I wouldn't think he's like an evangelical Christian. I don't know.
Like, Hamas kills gay people.
I think that's like kind of the thing that he uses. Yeah.
They like throw people off bridges. I don't fucking know.
How can you be... Okay, look. I understand that like black people and gay people and everyone, even oppressed people across the world, can fall into like white supremacy and heteronormativity and like, like they can be the oppressor sometimes. I understand that. But how can you be someone who is a part of two marginalized groups that have experienced like such vast oppressions? Gay people and black people have experienced such vast oppressions, and a lot of them are very comparable. All of these oppressions are tied together in some way. Like, something that I've been thinking about recently is the struggles that black people face in America are so identically close to what people in Palestine face. Like, not that they were bombed by, an apartheid state, but in terms of, like, I think that it's a really easy way to explain a one-state solution to someone who thinks a two-state solution is better, is just to say, like, because the thing is, when segregation was a thing, right, in America with black people, there would be literally people saying, like, if we integrate, the hordes of black people would literally, like, rape people. They will kill people. Like, they will rampage. That's literally what they were saying. And then what do they say when people go, we can't have a one-state solution because these religions, they've been fighting for years and years and years, and, they're just, if we put them together, they're all just going to go crazy. It's like, that's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, if we put the Arabs with the Jews, they're going to fight like crazy. Like, that's bullshit. That's just racism.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit. Like, if we integrate, like, we need to have a democratic society. It's literally the exact same excuses for a two-state solution instead of a one-state solution are exactly what was said about, well, yeah, we don't want to put them in slavery anymore, but we also need them to keep them separate because they might hurt us or they might take over or whatever. Like, we need to everyone needs to be an equal person.
Yeah.
And like, so my point is that these struggles are all so interconnected, and it's just crazy. I mean, I guess just because I don't know, man. I don't know how you could do that. I don't know how you could defend that.
Yeah. No, it's just, shape, or form, I guess it just takes a soulless person.
It does. I know. But, all right, let's watch another clip of this.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, no.
This one is really crazy.
Disagreements with the Israeli government, you should voice your criticism of the Israeli government, but there is no justification for intimidation or harassment against American Jews.
I'm telling you as a Jew right now that we are receiving a lot more hate because of what the people with a flag that has a Jewish star on are doing to other people right now. I'm telling you, as a Jewish person, how painful it is for us to say, and it hurts my stomach to say this. So you're going to say, I disagree, that this is a genocide. And that hurts to say that a Jew could do that. It hurts because we grew up with learning about what hatred is. And the same year the state of Israel was established, in 1948, the world saw the Holocaust, and they established standards And I just wonder, like, there's this fixation with kids at a school and 2 examples of people at a restaurant that there was banging.
2 examples. I mean, there are surveys on it.
Give me the...
Read the ADL surveys on it.
Read the ADL surveys. How about you just read the propaganda?
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. You need to read the Israeli...
Yeah, the Israeli propaganda.
Yeah. No, you would understand if you read the, like, bullshit that I read.
Yeah. If you keep reading it, it just, like, it's true.
If you just stay in your bubble and you take the money and shut up, you can just kind of get along. No, but it's like, this is crazy. And there's another part in the interview. I don't have it on these clips, but where Richie Torres literally says to Adam Friedland, "You sound like you're justifying anti-Semitism." And it's like, dude.
It's like Chris Cuomo calling Adam Friedland. Didn't he literally call Adam Friedland like a bad Jew?
Yeah, Chris Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo's brother, went on and called Adam Friedland a bad Jew for not supporting Israel, which is crazy as well. But this is crazy because it's like he is literally a Jewish person sitting there across from someone who is not Jewish saying, hey, the state of Israel doing a genocide of Palestinian people that everyone is visibly seeing and angry about, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Waving the Star of David over top of those dead babies, those blown up hospitals, those blown up daycares, those piles and piles of rubble, those starving children, waving the Jewish star, the Star of David, over all of that is stoking anti-Semitism. It's not because the Free Palestine college campus protesters. That's not what the anti-Semitism is. It's the waving the Star of David over top of dead babies. That's stoking anti-Semitism. And it's like, and Rich Torres is like, I don't know, it sounds like you're justifying anti-Semitism. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. How could you say that?
Because these like AIPAC Democrats, they're just like, the Israeli government is separate from what's happening right now.
I don't even understand.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
It is, but it's good to see. It's good to see people coming out, you know, that are you know, progressive people that are running for office that actually are fighting it back a little bit. You know, like it's not to the degree that we need it to be. But it's good nonetheless.
It's progress.
You got, you know, AOC can be a little questionable on it sometimes.
Yeah.
Bernie can be a little questionable on it sometimes. Zoran's pretty solid, you know?
Yeah.
Zoran Mamdani, he comes out, he calls it what it is. He talks about we need a one-state solution. I mean, he said we need a democratic state, you know? Like, that's all you need to say.
Yeah.
We need peace and we need a democratic state. Like, that's all we need.
Yeah.
We need to stop the genocide. We need to stop arms to this apartheid state, illegal, like doing a genocide. And we need to have democratic rights for all in the state. I mean, now we have Graham Planter. So
let's talk about him.
Let's watch this clip. This was at the Fighting Oligarchy Tour in Maine, which is where Graham Planter is running for senator, I believe.
Yeah, he's running for Senate in Maine.
Our taxpayer dollars can build schools and hospitals in America, not bombs to destroy them in Gaza. We can take back the wealth that belongs to us, that has been stolen by corrupt politicians and the corporations that bought them. We can use government to usher in a golden age for unions and workers, not double down on gig work and union busting for the benefit of Wall Street and CEOs. And we can have an economy and a government that works for the 99% and not just for the 1%.
Like, he did really well in this speech. And he had almost a standing applause for almost every single but the biggest applause of all of it was when he said we should build daycares and hospitals here and not bomb them in Gaza. That was the biggest applause. And on top of that, I mean, like, we've got I think it's like 7% of Democrats support the state of Israel's actions. Or
it's really it's like all the Democrats in Congress that support it.
literally, it is like such a small, minuscule amount of people in the base that actually support what Israel's doing, despite the obvious lack of representation of that in the House and the Senate. But I don't know, it's just insane. Richie Torres,
spineless AIPAC. Spokesperson.
I mean, I don't know. I think Graham Planter seems pretty solid. I mean, he fought in Iraq. Some people have like problem with that. I'm not like pro Iraq war, but like he doesn't talk about like I killed a bunch of Iraqis and it was sick. Like that's not what he does. He's like, I went to Iraq and it radicalized me to become a leftist. Like literally, that's what he says. He's like, I fought in Iraq and I realized how terrible it is.
Yeah.
And how insane it is. And that's part of the thing that radicalized him to becoming, anti-genocide, anti-imperialism, anti-colonialism, whatever you want to call it. Like he from my understanding, also I think that part that he's a veteran, the part that he's like this big like buff like dude, like I think those things do help a little bit. Like
they do.
Like I don't think you have to be like a veteran who's buff or whatever. But I think it helps for some people. I think it kind of helps break the stereotype that like leftists are like weak, or I think it also kind of helps like rationalize to some people who are maybe a little bit more like centrist liberals who like see like he's a veteran. Like that appeals to some people who maybe are a little bit more centrist. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they might have some kind of like idea of leftists where they're like, they hate America and he's a fucking veteran. He's a fucking vet. You can't say he hates America. He fought for our country. It's like, I mean, he fought in Iraq, but still, it's he seems like he is at the bare minimum. He's at least doing the bare minimum.
Yeah, like, he is.
I wish that this was the least progressive. I wish that AOC was the least progressive, or Bernie was the least progressive member of the Senate, but that's just not the case. Like, those are our most progressive. We have to hold on to those people.
Yeah, no, we do.
We have to hold them up.
What if you lose them? You have Chuck Schumer. You have Cuck Schumer. That's it.
You have Chuck Schumer. You have Hakeem Jeffries. You have Richie Torres. Like, if like, I understand we should criticize politicians. We should definitely criticize people like AOC, Bernie Sanders.
Oh yeah, no.
Planters, Zoran Mamdani. All these people, they deserve to be criticized as well if they make decisions that are wrong. And AOC and Bernie Sanders specifically have made decisions, especially on Israel, that are, I think, wrong, and they deserve to be criticized for them. But we still need them. Like, they're still overall allies to the fight.
Yeah,
And
also, like, when you said like Hakeem Jeffries, that reminded me on the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God, he called like Hakeem Jeffries like AIPAC Shakur.
AIPAC Shakur, hell yeah.
I thought that was good.
That was really good, actually. I liked that a lot. No, that was killed me, actually. Okay. Speaking of wars, speaking of foreign wars, whatever. Let's talk about how the U.S. bombed. They've been like threatening to like essentially declare war on like Mexican cartels.
Yeah, no, I think Trump designated them as like a terrorist organization or something. He did some designation on them.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like terrorist organization that he designated them as, but I'm not exactly sure.
And so, they had been talking about that for a while, as we said. And
then they deployed last week. Oh shit, sorry.
They officially bombed a boat.
Yeah, they bombed a boat after they deployed a lot of Marines actually in the south.
Really?
And then now they bombed a drug boat.
I want to know what the is it president of Mexico, or what is their
Venezuela?
Oh, that's what this was?
Yeah, it was from Venezuela.
Okay, never mind. Well, what does the leader of Venezuela think? Like, what are they? Are they feeling this as an act of war?
I don't know.
Because that's what it feels like a little bit.
Maybe, but what I've seen is like they've just been like, we don't need the military. We will act accordingly if we feel threatened, that kind of thing. So they're not in support of it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like you can't do anything. Like Venezuela's not gonna be like, I'm gonna bomb America.
Yeah, I think
fucking plowed.
Yeah,
I mean, it sucks, but that's just we're a superpower.
The only reason they didn't react anymore is because the drug boat or whatever boat it was, we don't know what it was, because they just bombed it and said it was a drug boat.
Yeah.
But I think it was in international waters, so it was kind of free game.
Oh,
a little bit because it's international waters.
Yeah, so it says Trump says, wait, hold on, let me pull it up on this one. It says Trump says 11 killed in U.S. airstrike on a drug-carrying vessel from Venezuela.
Yeah.
It says President Donald Trump says the U.S. has carried out a strike against a drug-carrying vessel in the southern Caribbean, killing 11 narco-terrorists. He posted on his social media on Tuesday, U.S. military operations had begun to had targeted members of Venezuelan gang Trinidad Aragua. Trump said the vessel was international waters and was transporting illegal narcotics bound for the U.S. The Trump admin had ratcheted up military and political pressure against the Venezuelan president in recent weeks through a $50 million reward for information leading to his arrest.
With the president?
Drug trafficking charges. That's what it says.
What the hell?
Yeah, he has vowed that Venezuela would fight any attempted U.S. military intervention. Speaking out to reporters in the Oval Office on Tuesday, Trump said that U.S. forces had shot out a drug-carrying boat in the vicinity of Venezuela. A lot of boats, a lot of drugs on the boat, he said. Here's the thing, though. Maybe it was in international water. Maybe it was like a legal gray area. I don't know. But the point is, regardless, we bombed a boat.
Yeah.
We didn't give, because they were drug drivers on it. We're not supposed to do that. Like, we're supposed to.
Well,
I mean, according to what the morals and like laws that we have in America, we're supposed to be giving due process to people. And this is not you can't just be like, oh, they're drug traffickers, let's just blow them up. Like, you're supposed to try them in a court.
Yeah, this is the Trump era due process. You just get bombed.
Literally, it's like I also because the thing is, like,
bombed and killed.
Just because this is like we've talked about this before with like the El Salvadorian prisons where people being sent there without due process. It's like, I'm not saying this person wasn't a drug trafficker. I'm not saying they don't have drugs on the boat, but we have to know, because they went through a trial and were determined to be guilty on those charges. You can't just be like, they're drug trafficking, send bombs now, blow up, kill 11 people, done.
They were all drug traffickers. Case closed.
Like, maybe they were. I'm not saying they weren't. Yeah. But I am also not saying that they are, because they didn't go through a trial. Yeah. They didn't go through a trial. They were just in the sea and they were blown up. So
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it's just, we're in this weird situation where we can just get away with doing crazy shit like that.
You just gotta it's just the new era of, trials is just bombing.
Yeah, I mean, and like we need to crack down on drugs, but not in that way. And I don't think we need to do like a war on drugs.
He already did that, and it did bad.
It's not good. Like, there's better ways to go about that. Because usually what that ends up being is just another way of like
mass incarceration,
furthering mass incarceration.
I mean, we already have like the highest concentration of inmates.
Yeah,
in our jails, like 23%.
Yeah,
or something crazy like that.
It's an insane amount. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's the point on that. I think it's just it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, no.
Now, one more thing before we head out.
Yeah,
let's talk about Epstein. Epstein. Are we still talking about this Jeffrey Epstein guy? What the hell is this about? I never even knew this guy. So, there's okay, let's just say this real quick.
Yeah.
They released footage of quote unquote Jeffrey Epstein's cell. They didn't, right?
No.
They didn't. It was the footage
was like edited.
Well, it was edited, but also first of all, they claimed it was raw footage. Yeah. It was not raw footage, as we found out, because there's a minute missing. There's also a cursor that is shown in the footage, implying it was either recorded on a separate camera or it was screen recorded. So it wasn't raw footage. Also, as Wired uncovered, that in the metadata of the file that they provided, it showed it had been edited in Premiere Pro, and it showed that it could have been altered.
How did you edit it?
I don't know. It could have been altered by cutting something out, and we also know that there was a minute missing. And at the time, the admin was like, well, yeah, there's a minute missing, but it's because the CCTV footage was down in that minute or whatever. It's a normal thing, whatever.
It's a normal protocol.
It's a normal thing. And it's also worth mentioning that the reason this is the only camera angle we have, which does not show us direct access of his cell, is because the other cameras, I believe there was 2 other cameras, were down at the time Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, allegedly. I don't think he did. Don't come after me, Palantir. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. He definitely didn't do it.
No, he killed himself. Nothing else. Case closed.
Case closed. But no, they released this footage and it didn't really show anything.
No.
The stairs. Let me pull up this footage. This is the missing minute, but
didn't really show much. It just showed the guard like weirdly going really close to himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even. Here's the thing: even if it doesn't show anything to release this minute, you shouldn't hide it.
No, you shouldn't.
Because if you hide it, it's just gonna feel conspiracy even more. If there's no reason to hide it, then why would you hide it?
Yeah.
Because it's just gonna feel it even more. But so this is the footage right here, and as you can see, like this, you can't really see it. But what my cursor is on right here is the staircase that goes up to the area where Jeffrey Epstein's cell is, and you cannot see his cell from here.
Yeah.
This is not his cell area. It's on the other side. And even if someone were to walk up those stairs, you would be able to see them if they were on the left side of the stairs. Because of the way that the wall's in the way, you would not be able to see them. An entire person could walk up the stairs and be unseen by this camera if they were on the right side of the stairs, which is not a hard thing to do, you know? And then, like I said, conveniently, the other cameras were down at the time. The guards were sleeping. So, I don't know. It's just...
No, yeah, that's...
there's no... I'm sure there was no one in power, you know, maybe like the president, maybe like the former president, maybe prime ministers of other countries, maybe like ultra rich people. I'm sure none of them had any sort of reason that they would want the alleged, or not alleged, the notorious child sex trafficker and pedophile. The notorious financier, Jeffrey Epstein, who had a lot of connections to a lot of big people. I'm sure they had no reason to, like, I don't know,
take him out
or something. They probably were like, oh, I'm glad, you know, he's going to get his fair date and trial, and I'm sure he did nothing wrong. I know nothing about it. You know, I'm sure that's what they all said. I'm sure none of them were like, oh, shit, he has stuff on me. I'm sure Bill Clinton wasn't like, oh, it might look weird that he has a picture of me hanging in his house where I'm like in a dress. Or like, I'm sure George Bush wasn't like, I don't even know if he knew George Bush, but he had a picture of him.
with some Jenga block towers in a paper airplane.
Yeah, I'm sure the former prime minister of Israel wasn't like concerned about that at all. You know, I'm sure that people didn't care. Because they didn't do anything wrong. I'm sure Noam Chomsky, you know, Stephen Hawking. I'm sure these people were.
Oh, God, Stephen Hawking, bro. Imagine him on.
I mean, I hope
oh
he
my
didn't do anything.
God. Dude, I remember seeing so many fucking memes.
Those memes got crazy.
Yeah. They were insane.
But my point is, there's motivation.
Yeah.
There's some suspicious activity. It's weird circumstances.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like something could have happened. And this missing minute was removed. And the fact that they removed it deliberately, now that they're releasing it, it shows, I mean, they could have doctored it. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but they could have look, it's hard to not be a conspiracy theorist when you're just being a conspiracy theorist for us. You're editing out things, releasing, being like, there's a list and it's on my desk. There's no list. There is a list, but it was made up by the Democrats and it doesn't exist also. And Jeffrey Epstein probably killed himself. He did actually 100%. I've seen the video.
Yeah.
Kash
Joe,
Patel,
do you think I would lie to you, Joe?
Yeah. Kash Patel went on Joe Rogan and was like, literally like, Joe, I've seen it. I've seen everything. And he killed himself. Like, I've seen the video. He's like, we're going to release video. That's damning. And then they release a video of a cell that doesn't even point at a camera that doesn't even point at his cell. You can't even really see the stairs. It doesn't show anything. There's a minute missing, and it was edited in Premiere Pro. And it's like, you want us to be conspiracy theorists. Like, what are you doing?
Kash Patel edited. Oh God, I can't fucking say it.
Edited it out.
Yeah, he edited it out. Like 1 minute before he uploaded it for everyone to see. He's like, let me just snip that.
Like, oh shoot, who's
that forward?
They can see the hitman in there. Cut it out. But no, I mean, the fact that they even lied about the idea that this minute was not in existence, and then now they're releasing it, it's like, why? If there was nothing there, then why? And so this is what they released. So it said, It says, this is the moment when a figure appears in the newly released Epstein files, revealing the long missing absent minute from earlier footage. A guard can be seen stepping out behind the desk and walking across the communal area towards the staircase leading to Jeffrey Epstein's cell. You can see the guard right there. The left side of the staircase can just be made out to the left of the vertical red beam, which is right here. You can kind of see the staircase a little bit right here. However, only a small slice is visible, meaning it's impossible to tell whether the guard climbed the stairs. The missing minute footage has fueled theories on questioning the FBI, claim that no one could have injured Epstein's cell before his suicide.
Likely story.
Yeah. The FBI insists the cameras would have seen anyone entering the unit where Epstein was being held at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York.
It's crazy. This was in 2019 too.
I know, right?
It wasn't even that long ago that he
feels
was.
Like it was way longer.
Yeah, I know it does.
The Trump administration had claimed the minute of footage did not exist when the CCTV was first released in July, but this has now been proved false. Attorney General Pam Bondi claimed that the minute was missing from the first release due to the prison's outdated CCTV system. Yeah, so that, I mean, they had released more things about the Epstein files, but I mean, otherwise, it seems like the release.
Yeah, no, it's like
just kind of like
it was just to be like,
knew.
It just be like, here, shut up.
Yeah, we did something
totally new stuff.
We gave you that minute that we said didn't exist.
Yeah,
that we definitely didn't doctor or anything.
Oh my gosh!
Like, I'm not.
I wish they would just like be truthful for once about it. Like at least about this.
If there was nothing in the minute, then why'd they hide it? If they just released it raw.
Unless
and there was nothing there, then why did they hide it in the first place? So just release it.
I don't know.
I feel like they I'm not my conspiracy brain is saying like they probably didn't upload it. There was literally like a video of the guy going up there or something. And then they were like, let's just cover that up with some post. It's also in like 140p or something. Like it's a terrible video.
Yeah. No, the
so
CCTV footage cameras are like terrible quality.
Insane.
But it's just like, I don't know, just release the stuff that we know you have, or maybe they shredded the documents already. I don't know. That seems kind of crazy, but does it?
Probably did. They probably
does it
did.
Seem crazy? I don't think so.
Oh no. Yeah. Hopefully, we can also get someone in office in 2028 that's like not affiliated with Epstein, so they can actually like release the files.
No. I heard that like Bill Clinton might run again.
Hell yeah. He's running for a third term.
Oh my god.
Did he have 2 terms? Or he? I don't even know.
I think he was 1 term.
He should run again. Hillary should run. Pokemon, go to the polls. Let's do that in 2028.
Oh my god, dude, I would kill myself.
I think I would probably, like, I would vote in almost every circumstance. You know, I would vote for the Democratic candidate in almost every single circumstance because I think it's important to vote. And I think it's, you know, I might not always be happy about it, but I'll always vote for the person that's going to do less harm at the end of the day. But if Hillary Clinton ran again, I'd have a really hard time with it. Yeah. If they ran Kamala Harris or Hillary Clinton again, I'd have a really hard time voting. I'd have a really hard time voting.
Yeah, I would be like, you know, I have to shit. I'm not gonna have time.
Well, you know, but I mean, you should vote. You should vote. Okay, I'm not.
You should vote unless
my grandma's gonna get mad at me. But no, you should vote.
Yeah, no, voting is a good thing.
I'm just saying that if they run something like that, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's the fact that they're a woman. I don't care.
No,
like, I'd
you're
vote
being
for
sexist.
AOC every day.
Stop being so sexist.
I wouldn't.
Sexist, racist, misogynist.
No. I would vote for AOC. I'd vote for. Fuck, I don't think Rashida Tlaib has expressed ideas of running, but I mean, if she did, I'd vote for her. I don't know. You know, like I don't care what race. I don't care how strong. I don't care
if you
sexuality.
If you had like spaghetti noodle arms, I'd still vote for you.
Yeah, like, oh, dude, did you see the Zoran stuff? Like, they were like, I can't lift 130 pounds. Ben Shapiro's like, I can lift 200 pounds, easy.
Ben Shapiro can't lift the fucking bar.
Okay, he kind of has a little bit. I mean, he's not that jacked, but like I've seen some videos where he does look a little bit like he works out sometimes. But I don't know if he can lift like 200. I don't think he's that much stronger than. But also Zoran, like, it's so funny because Ben Shapiro was literally talking about Zoran, and he was like, dude, he's like, you as a politician, he's like, you shouldn't try. If you don't know if you can lift a certain amount of weight, you shouldn't try it. This isn't a great time to try it. And it's like, dude, you're just so insecure. It's like, this is, why isn't this, he's in public, he's having fun, he's working out, he's doing his thing, he's doing his campaign, they're having a great time, and he's trying to see how high he can get. He's just not insecure about how much he can weigh, and Ben Shapiro is. It's so funny. It's like, it's not masculine to be insecure and hide how much you can weigh, how much you can bench press. If anything, it's more masculine in that sense. Just be like, I'm not the strongest guy, but I'll see how high I can go.
Yeah,
it's cool. Let's see how high I can do this thing.
That's a more that's a more approachable.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
thing.
He's like, no, you have to be ashamed of it.
Yeah,
you should be ashamed of how much you weigh. It's like, no.
Ben Shapiro's definitely like. He's just, I don't know. I don't really take, you don't, if you're a serious person, you don't take Ben Shapiro seriously.
Yeah. that controversy was just so stupid.
Yeah. That was like the first time I heard of Ben Shapiro in like months.
Yeah. He's really lost it. He's really lost it. Okay.
And partially I think it's because all of his fans are like anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Like people.
Yeah.
So
it does seem like that. It seems like he's lost it because a lot of like right-wing people have become anti-Semitic.
Yeah. But
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
But with that,
is that it?
That's it. That's all we got.
Finally, holy shit! Now I'm joking.
God, I didn't get the hell out of here. Yeah, no, that's all we got today. Is Trump alive? Did Epstein kill himself? Did Donald Trump kill himself?
Donald.
Did he do it? I don't know. Is it a body double? Who do you want to run in 2028? Let us know. And with that, we'll see you next time.